I've been watching plenty of gold making videos, and some of them are kind of misleading. I'm by no means a professional gold maker, I mainly PvP and that's about it, but I enjoy making gold when possible. This is going to be for like very new players who want to get started making gold and need little to no gear at all. The problem is with the new videos that you see all the time on YouTube is that a lot of them are just like clickbait or just plain out misleading. Majority of them just want you to go out and run old content to farm for BOEs and transmogs and then post them on the market, which on paper is good because they can sell for a lot. However, BOE and transmog sales are super slow. On top of that, you have people who are constantly undercutting, canceling, and reposting the same items you're trying to sell all day long, making it impossible for you to sell stuff, especially if you have to go to work or go to school. So this is as simple as it can possibly get to make gold aside from questing or doing other stuff that they recommend you to do. So you might have guessed already, herbalism and mining is still the simplest way to make gold in this game. In the videos you can see I'm just following a simple route that I imported. I forgot where I got it from, but I'll see if I could just drop it down so you guys can do it too. And I'm just going around gathering herbs, and I'll either sell them or craft them depending on the price of the flowers or the flasks and potions. And they're selling pretty high right now, especially since players are starting to raid and run dungeons. You can see in the video that in about 10 minutes I managed to gather about 1500 gold worth of herbs. Now had I stopped to mine and gather up more stuff, I could have easily passed about 2200 gold. So I'll show you how much the flasks and the potions are selling on my server and how much I made in roughly 2 days. Now I only farm when I'm bored. Just fire up Netflix and just farm for about 30 minutes to an hour. So I'm not very avid on farming. I just do it just for fun or when I have nothing else to do. So here's a route that I use to go and do my herb farming and whatnot. Obviously you can see I'm in Ardenweald, and I would recommend doing it on a druid simply because you could shape shift really fast, and you don't have to dismount or anything to farm. So here's a picture of it if you guys want to just copy it. I'll see if I could drop the route link down below, and if you guys have the add-on, you can just import it and just follow it. So as you can see, I stick close to the line. Sometimes you guys stray off a bit, but it's really quick. Bunch of Vigel's Torch here, which is what sells the most out of all of them right now. So that's what I've been focusing on. Just start anywhere on the line, just follow it, and it takes you about maybe 2-3 minutes to do all of this. Like, it's relatively quick, especially once you have them marked, you know where they are. Stop, pick them up, and keep going. You literally do not get in combat or anything like that, so it's really fast. I'll drop that down below. But so I'm here on my alchemy crafter. We're gonna see how much we made and how much everything's going for. So I use TSM. I definitely recommend you get this because if not, you're just falling behind. So as you can see, the top item that I've been selling right now is the Spectral Flask of Power. And as you can see in the minimum buyout, 700 gold. The market value is about 330, 362. About 3 days ago, they're selling about for 500, and then it dropped down to 362, and that's where it's been pretty steady. As you can see here, total gold earned is 126,000, but that's over, let me see, about a week. Yeah, in 1 week, I made about 92,000. So I'm averaging about 15k gold per day. Now you can see right here, like how many of these are being sold. So these are my operations. I'm just gonna go to the WoW UI. Let's do Spectral Flask. So yeah, the Spectral Flask of Power, cheapest one, 500 gold. That's how much you're selling for, and it's not too bad. The good thing about this is that if you're busy and you have to go to work and go to school, you could post these and they'll sell, because you see on the bottom where it says region average daily sold. That means every day 162 are being sold. So if you post it, you're bound to sell some, even if people are undercutting you and they're staying there all day long, undercutting, canceling, reposting. You're still gonna sell some. So this is why I like doing it, other than getting BOEs and transmogs, because those don't sell fast. Watch, I'll show you an example. Let's see here of what I'm talking about. My auctions. I don't really have much. Let's see something low. Oh, I can do this. Blacksmithing. So let's just say here, I was going to post these, right? Obviously, this is a BOE bind when equipped, you have to craft it. But if you look at it, on the region average daily sold, only one gets sold per day on average. So yeah, you can make 915 gold if I were to craft this and sell it, but I'm still going against everybody else who's going to be posting this, canceling it, undercutting. So this is why I don't like to do it, because BOEs and transmogs, they have a very low sell rate. So I rather stick to stuff that's constantly selling. Look at these potions, average sold 2 per day. You go up to the, healing potions, 80 per day. So this gives you an idea of what to craft and what's worth, dedicating your time to. Now, on top of that, you can see the flasks are selling for 500 gold each. Now, if you look at how much the raw ingredients are going for, so let me close out of here. If you look at this, the Vigel's torch is going for 15 gold each. Now, when you harvest it, you could get, like 3 to 6 every time you harvest it. So it quickly adds up. So you could do the math, and with TSM, you can see how much it would cost if you were to, either sell this directly or even, craft the flasks and sell the flasks. Now, if you look at this, the ground Vigel's torch, it takes 2 to make 1, and it's selling for 175 gold. I actually have some posted as well. And here you're selling 12 per day, not as much, same thing, but it doesn't hurt to throw some in there. But you take 2 of these, which is going to be 30 gold, and you're flipping it for 175. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely worth your time to do this rather than, spending time BOE farming and selling it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you go to, where's my ledger? Let me go to my ledger here. I have roughly total value in my ledger, right? That's like with everything in my inventory, 27 million. Now I have all of this like posted in the auction house, but the thing is, bunch of BOEs, random stuff, but it doesn't sell. Like look at this, Dragon Rider's grips. I think I got this. I can't remember where I got it, but as you can see, average daily sold 0.12. That means like for 100 days, one would sell. I don't know how that works, but I know it doesn't sell very often, so it's not even worth your time. You look at everything else, even deep sea satin, 221 sold per day. So these are a lot cheaper. Obviously, it's nice to sell an item that's 37k gold and be done with it, but the chances of you selling it are very, very low. You look at my revenue for, let's say, the past 14 days, I'm at 106,000 gold. I sold 3,500 items in total, and that's how much you get. So, this isn't like a get rich quick type of deal. And, all those videos you see of, 30k gold per hour, it's like, it's all bullshit. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, you're not going to make 30k gold. Like, on paper, you are, right? Because it'll add it up and say, okay, this item's worth 5k, that item's worth 10k. But who's going to buy it? If nobody buys it, it's useless. And unless you're going to sit here, this is what I'm talking about. So if you go here, browse, this is what people do all day. They'll go here, run cancel scan, and it'll show everything that's been undercut. They'll cancel it, take it out of their mailbox, repost it. And if you're gone doing something, then your stuff is never going to sell. So that's why it's better off just going with alchemy. Alchemy, herbalism, stuff like that. Because you can craft stuff, high turnaround rate, you make a good amount of money, and, continue on. But like I said, I'm not a professional gold farmer. I'm not the best at what I do, but this is just what I, I have 20k right here. I have, let's see, about total of 75k throughout my characters. Not a lot. I could get more. I spend a lot of gold on, mounts and other stuff, but this is as simple as it gets, and it's not, BS. Like, you will sell it within a couple of hours, rather than sitting here reposting things a million times and trying to get it to sell. So hopefully this works out. I'll probably find other ways to make gold, or even mining and farming older herbs and ores and stuff. That can still be useful, but for the most part, if you're new, don't know what you're doing, this is probably gonna be like the best thing you can do.